Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing this fine day? Hi, honey. Hi, Grumpy. Hey, Elite. How cool would it be to make a lo-fi song with sound bites from The Sims? I mean, it would be very cool. I don't know how happy Maxis would be with that. It'd be very easy to do. There's plenty of sounds in Sims that would make for very good sound effects. Just debating what Arthur is currently trying to do. Trying to climb over the drum kit and failing. You coming up? He is indeed. Immediate cat cam today, apparently. Oh, you coming down? And back onto the drum kit. Okay. Apparently he's just in a percussive mood. How is everyone doing today? Is this the start? This is the start, yes. Yeah, we have just started today's stream. I start most days with a bit of chats. Catch up with everybody. Arthur, down. Yeah, we just have a bit of a catch up. Talk about what everybody's been up to. Talk about what we might be doing. Sometimes it just descends into madness. Sometimes we start playing the game fairly early on. Hello. Kiasi plays, I'm guessing. Hi. And Casey, how are you all doing today? What are you doing, Arthur? Sitting under the hammock, of course he is. Hi, Faye, how you doing? What are you doing, Arthur? You took the fastest shower. Yeah? Because I was streaming. You could have taken your time. All you plays. Hello, plays. I look like your ex. Oh dear. I can only apologize. He's just staring at me in the corner, and I really need a haircut. We were talking about my lighting setup the other day in terms of my glasses, and I was talking about the fact that when my stream light broke, I largely wasn't wearing my glasses because I wasn't really in need for it. Or there was less of a need for it because I didn't have the bright lights in my face. And I was reflecting, I don't actually think I need the lights as bright as I have been having them. It felt a little unnecessary, particularly because, you know, I'm like tiny on the screen most of the time. Hi, Leah. I confused Eleanor. So, yeah, so I have turned the stream light down a touch, which A, means that the room is now slightly brighter. There's a little bit less contrast between me and the room, for good or for bad, but it's also now not absolutely blinding me. So, slightly less need for the glasses, although I imagine the glasses are still probably a smart move. Hey, you're okay. You've got a lot done at home today. There's still lots more to do, but we're going to ignore that. There's always more to do, though, so you've made a good start. Well done. It looks good. We can still see you. Yeah, I feel like this is a good balance between clarity and comfort. You missed the glasses. To be fair, I should still probably be wearing the glasses. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put on the glasses because I have been tired today, and I have already been having eye troubles today. And my plan for the evening, or pretty much all of my plans for the evening, involve looking at screens. So, I mean, is it peer pressure? You're you're talking me into doing the stuff that I should be doing. I was the one that was misbehaving by not having my glasses on. So, Peachy Anko. What? Which would you prefer? That I call you Peachy or Anko? Or something else? I know you said Peachy or Anko. PPP, positive peer pressure, 100%. How's my day been? My day's been alright, thank you. I went to view another couple of properties this morning. Which was exhausting. It was very windy. Again. Classically, the 2 days that I've been in the most exposed parts of the city centre, I've been very windy, so I was getting absolutely buffeted. Smacked in the face by my fringe. It's not always super obvious on stream, but the front of my hair is longer than it looks. Constantly smacked in the face by my fringe, which is fun. Or you, Peachy. Hi, Peachy. Hi, Rick. Is that okay, Rick? You don't need to say hi a million times. I will get to you. I was just sorting my glasses out. How did I like the apartments? The location was nice. So actually they were both in blocks of apartments that I have been looking at other properties. So it was nice to kind of see the area. So I liked both of the areas. I liked both of the apartment blocks. I did not like either of the apartments. One of them was very poorly kept, and the amount of money that it would cost to sort it out was too much. The other one, I think, was probably just on the wrong side of the block. The wrong side of the apartment complex, because it was kind of dark, and it wasn't dark today. So, what game am I doing? Sims. Always Sims. No, we don't encourage that here, Mortimer. You're sick, Nika. I'm sorry to hear that. So yeah, my day this morning was browsing apartments, and then a bunch of falling asleep on the sofa, as I've been trying to recoup from the browsing apartments before the stream. How are you two doing? You're also going through the flat hunting process. It's not fun. I mean, I quite enjoy it. The thing for me is I have never lived somewhere by myself for health reasons. So I have been... It's not just looking at the apartments. I have to kind of be checking out the areas and what amenities are immediately close by. My access to things. So I have a car. Does it have access to parking? If not, that's fine. I can like ditch my car for a while, but then I need access to public transport. And if there's not access to public transport, am I easily accessible by things like Uber and stuff like that? Because it sounds like a bit of an exaggeration, but if I say end up standing around waiting 10 minutes, like if I have to be stood around in wherever waiting for 10 minutes for an Uber, say, that's quite a lot of energy for me. Like that's quite a high percentage of my daily energy standing waiting for something. So if I don't have access to all of that sort of stuff, it's a problem. But that's why I drive, because being able to just get in a car and drive is less energy than having to potentially stand around and wait. Does that make sense? Yes, prescribed medical drugs are okay. I am on enough of them. It isn't easy finding a new home. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, is it's a bit of a balance looking at apartments right now, because it could be somewhere that I am potentially going to be for a fairly significant chunk of my life, or somewhere that I might be for a year and then moving on. So trying to balance those things. So it needs to be somewhere that I could stay for a long term if needed, but don't want to overinvest in somewhere that I might not be staying. That make any kind of sense? Hopefully some of you know what I mean. Any real contenders yet? The first property, so I've viewed 3 so far. So I've been inside of 3 of the apartments. The first one I liked. I am viewing another one in the same complex tomorrow. I think I'm viewing a couple in the same area as well. So I really like that area. I like the apartment. It was a much better spacing for me. No day off. No. This is again quite a stressful, health-wise, quite a stressful week for me. Something on every day. But yeah, as I said, I go do the viewing, I come home, I fall asleep, I stream, I fall asleep. But that's why I've not been around on Discord a huge amount, because yeah, lots of real life stuff getting in the way. Thank you for the sticker, Annie. Leah, someone randomly set your car on fire a year ago. Oh no. That's... Were you okay? Was everything okay? That's horrible. You've not been missing it as much as you thought. Yeah, so for me, a large part of having the car has been having access to the center of town. So I don't go out very often just because of my health, but it's nice to be able to say, I'm feeling a little better today. I'm going to go and spend half an hour in a coffee shop or Waterstones, or do you know what I mean? Like a quick trip to a bookshop or a comic shop or a coffee shop. It's nice. It's a nice way of not being in the house all the time. There are odd other things that I do driving wise, but that's the majority of it. So if I am living within a very short walking distance of those sorts of venues, then the need for a car is much less. Particularly because there is a very high chance that my parents are within a reasonable time frame possibly moving up here as well. So they will be much closer. So things like, say, I want to go to IKEA and buy a bunch of furniture or whatever. They've got a big car. So it could just be that I borrow them if I ever go to IKEA. Do you know what I mean? Because that sort of stuff's not great for public transport, particularly as a chronically ill person. I can't just carry furniture back from IKEA. And having tried to use Ubers, taxis for moving large things, they're not very happy with that. So if my brother is moving away from Leeds, I need to be aware of that, you know? You can relate to that a little too much. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Faye. Hola, Fernanda. Hi. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. What would you like me to call you? Yeah, so like the two, at the moment, the two main areas that I'm looking at, one is quite a large area, but it's kind of like a ring around the center of town. And pretty much all of those have me within walking distance of some part of the center of town. So I've got access to, you know, convenience stores, and it's very American, grocery shops and coffee shops and the like. And the other area that I'm looking at is more of a contained residential area, so has its own mini Tesco, like little Tesco, and its own coffee shops and restaurants and stuff. So, but we'll see. Hi Mia. Hope everyone's late afternoon is going well. Don't start, Mia. Don't start. How are you doing? Yeah, Yeah. Okay. So Faye asked before I could. How is everyone? Hello, Anita. Oh, Fernanda, thank you for following. Fernanda, you were here yesterday, I think. I think I recognized the name. Arthur is just attacking a plant in the corner. Is this real? No, this is all AI. Yeah. We've been through this before. We've been through this in previous streams. This is all just an elaborate stunt. I'm not real. The audience isn't real. You're the only real one. This is all just an elaborate hoax to trick you into messaging. You can see the CGI. Exactly. I give it away when sometimes I look at the screen and you can see the reflection, right? How am I feeling? I'm feeling all right. A little tired, but I'm slowly waking up. I say I'm slowly waking up. I'm slowly pretending that I'm awake. You're fabricated. Your son's doing well. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Someday home. Hello, home. JD. Hi, JD. Into the Matrix. Exactly. I'm just a giant puppet. Yeah, can you just see the hand like squidging inside my head? That is a weird visual, like Deadpool, right? And like coming through the face. Leah, you were okay. Some kids thinking they're funny. Yeah, we've had some not great examples of that here. When I first moved here, there was a particular group of kids who thought it was really funny. The classic example I use is a bunch of kids who thought it was really funny to be firing fireworks at passers-by, which is already absolutely not okay. But the one time that it was particularly troubling, and like usually I didn't get involved because someone else was already involved. But the one time that I called the police was when I heard it kicking off again. I actually got video of it. They were firing fireworks at I think it was a mum and her 2 kids, but like little kids, like knee-high kids. I don't know how old they were. And I'm just like, how at what point do you think that's funny? It's suffice to say, they haven't been back since, but I know, it's just like, yeah. Kids do strange things. Knee-high kids is a great description of toddlers. Yeah, it's just like, it's one of those things, like usually I'd kind of guess their ages, and I'm like, I don't know, they were like knee-high to me. I'm also a little bit taller, so. No, I just play Sims. I won't be playing Roblox every stream. Animatronic. That's an interesting one. I never thought of me being like fake animatronic. I think when people ask if I'm fake, I always presume, well, the first one is they presume it's a pre-recorded video, which is fine. That's fair enough. The other one is that it's CG, which I'll just take that as a compliment. That's fine. Animatronic is an interesting one. Setting up an animatronic streamer would actually be really cool. Do you not think? They made Molotovs and threw it under, melted it to the road. Kids are very strange. Very elaborate animatronic. It would be, right? Honey, for you, they were putting fireworks in people's exhausts on their cars. Yeah. Yeah, it can be shocking what kids, I mean, it happens to adults as well, what people will turn to when they're bored and peer pressure and all the rest of it. On the Sim, the graphics on Sims haven't improved that much. Kay, you said hi. I know. Hi. Hi. Sims 5 sneak peeks, 100%, 100%. This is all just an elaborate trailer for Sims 5. I'm really enjoying Peach's Peep. I can't actually see because it's really small on the screen, but I think bold with a monobrow. It's a strong look. All you can think of is Five Nights at Freddy's. But can you imagine like a live Five Nights at Freddy's stream? As in not the game, as in someone makes Five Nights at Freddy's as a stream. That would be really cool. It's great, isn't it? It is. I rolled it and just kept it. Maybe that should be my next look. I'll try and grow out a monobrow. Shave all of this off. Shave all of this off. Oh, I'd have to. It's ginger as well, right? I'd have to dye it ginger. Get a bright yellow t-shirt. I reckon I could rock that. Lady Jen, thank you for the follow. Chilled vibes. Open and pleasant conversation. And The Sims you're going to follow. My next cosplay. Is it cosplay if that just becomes your life? What's squeaking? Must be something outside. I'm going to summon the 8-year-olds by talking about Five Nights. They come anyway. The number of, you're going to play Roblox? Comments makes that pretty clear. Hi, Flowers. How you doing today? Kay, could you talk in English, please? English is the language here. We do need to find an excuse for me to do some cosplay. I do think it would be fun, particularly with guidance from some of you that actually do it, you know. How are you doing, Kenny? Lovely humans. It's very presumptuous of you that I'm human. I think we have all agreed that I'm an animatronic today. We've skipped past it being pre-recorded or being CG, and I am now an animatronic. It's Wednesday. Is that an excuse? Well, like, I don't know. My understanding from the outside, having not done cosplay before, is that cosplay is time consuming and expensive. So I feel like if I'm going to do it, I'd want to do it at an event where I can wear it with others. So as in, I don't know how many of you are in the UK, but something like iSeries, right? A convention where we can meet up and all do cosplay. No? Rather than just on a random Wednesday. I mean, I guess we could try and sort a cosplay in prep. So try and do it on stream once to just make sure that I can do it and kind of learn how to do it. And then do it again for a convention. That might make more sense rather than first timing it at a convention. Did we ever actually decide on what we were doing? Was it Geralt? I can't remember what was even in the mix. I think I had suggested Geralt and Obi-Wan, and then there was something that you guys had suggested, and I can't remember what it was. I think there were 3 things. Oh, Arthur is such a derp. You like the color of my glasses? Thank you. They're just... Oh, they're like... kind of tortoise shell. Kind of like fake tortoise shell. Oh, good grief. I forgot that existed. Thank you. Thank you for the heart attack. You died a little. I'm just glad I didn't. Often at the start of the streams, I have the headset turned down, and then I turn it up a little bit when I start playing. I'm glad I hadn't turned it up yet. Goodness me. Geralt seems like... Oh, I remember who the other one was. Captain America was the other one. the like beardy Captain America, you know? You think Geralt got the consensus? Kenny thinks Obi-Wan for your first would be easier. Skill and money-wise. Just do it without the lightsaber. Yeah, I think my issue with doing my issue with doing a lot of these is I feel like most people do them because they're a big fan of the franchise, right? I have seen Star Wars once. I played Witcher 2. I played a little of Witcher 1. I played all of Witcher 2. I played like the tiniest bit of Witcher 3 and just didn't gel with the combat, so stopped playing. So it feels a bit... I liked the TV show, but I feel the fandom will eat me alive if they're like, oh, kind of, what's your favorite bit of The Witcher? And I'm like, the TV show? Yes, I am also on the purple app, Lady Jen. Eva followed, thank you. What was that? That was someone redeeming a jump scare on the purple app. An alert that I forgot that I had. You want to live out your Delulus. How is that being Delulu? You were at a stoplight. Yeah, probably for the best. Hello, Rishva. How you doing today? No, they won't. They're very welcoming. Also, they'd care more about the books than the games. Keep forgetting that there are books. I would probably read the books before I'd play the game again. Don't listen to us and cosplay who feels like you and that you connect with. I mean, there are plenty of cosplayers who do things that they have never seen, but if that makes you uncomfy, do a character you love and see in yourself. I don't know that I ever really see myself in any characters. I don't know if that's just really sad. But Geralt in the TV show, I really liked. I think one of my biggest, and I'm sure loads of you experience this too, but like one of my biggest reservations with cosplay is it may not seem it here, and you know, it's a very common streamer experience, but I'm not the most outgoing of people in real life. So, yeah, you know, I don't know how confident I would be in cosplay, particularly if people were then asking me about the character, or, you know what I mean? Fake it till you make it. I know, but still. You just have a crush on Henry Cavill. I mean, who doesn't, right? He's an attractive man. Get me a Plum Bob headband and you can just be a sim. I mean, that's a start, right? Little. No, I mean, I'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, Obi-Wan would certainly be a cheaper start, because you'd have to build... I mean, you're basically making the robe, right? Am I thinking of the right Obi-Wan? Because it has to be Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan. And that was when he was in the kind of robe, the grey robe. They're like, hello there. These are not the droids you're looking for, or whatever. That Obi-Wan. Don't remember Star Wars enough. Thank you, Rishva. That's very kind. Faye, you're very introverted, but if someone else is more introverted, less outgoing, you completely forget that, and I'm suddenly the one who talks. Maybe I do need to get a Plum Bob headband. You make all of your cosplays. You'll make something for you if you want. Is that... I'm just going to finally open a PO box and you guys are just going to send me outfits to wear on stream. That sounds weird. That's not what I meant. Gonna send me cosplay outfits. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like if I was trying to do it as a character that I connect with, I don't even know who it would be. Bonehilda. Who is Bonehilda? You'll send the maid outfit, oh dear. Neri. Pardon? Kenny. That's the thing you love most about cosplay, because while you wear the costume, it's your shield, and you're not yourself. You get to be someone else. You're extremely introverted, but you love going to cons because everyone also feels that way. Yeah, I get that. Which is why I think it would be nice if I could be someone that I could, to some degree, try and either personality match or like learn catchphrases, right? Hi Latora, how you doing today? What? I give you guys the option, or like I talk of the option to immediately talk about, you know, give you the option of, if I open a PO box, you could send me cosplay outfits, and 3 of you, not even all on the same platform, 3 of you all immediately went to a maid outfit. I don't know whether that says more about me or about you guys, but I kind of feel it says more about you guys. Hi Alpine, how are you? Thank you for the sticker, Annie. Good, thank you. You're playing Sims for the first time in ages. Nice. I have 3 people. I don't have any people. I don't own people. I mean, I have Derek. He's an ex-person. Oh, you can't even see him. I have Derek. Does that count? Who am I talking to? I'm streaming on multiple platforms, so I'm speaking to the people on the other platforms. It gets views. I'm not making that kind of account. Kenny, if you ever need or want help or want to talk about it, you're at my disposal. Thank you. Even if it's just a con thing. No, I would absolutely like to try it sometime, for sure. I have other things that I need to deal with right now that are taking priority of my energy. But when things calm down a little bit, I will look into it. And I absolutely will be getting all of your helps. Yeah, we don't talk about politics here, though, Alpine. But I'm sorry you're going through that. Leah, you're all creative geniuses. Sure. Hi, swirly vibes. Dress Derek as Bonehilda. Shall I put Derek in a little maid outfit? No, because then I'd have to order one. I could get him a butler outfit. Honestly, that would be kind of cool. Do you not think? Yes, exactly. I am not setting up that kind of account. I gaming with the fire. Ahmed. Okay, have a nice day. No worries. Where do I live? I live in Britain. You can send your old one to borrow. Wait, to borrow? Is this just like passing the outfit around? I'm not even going to question why you already have one. Kenny, once you have the energy, you plan to cosplay Bilbo Baggins. See, I could do a Samwise. I feel like I could do the vibes of Sam. I feel like I do the vibes of Sam better than I would do the vibe of Frodo, for sure. I don't know. I think doing like Gimli would be fun, to be honest. I can be Alfred. Yeah? I don't know. I think that'll be fun. I'd definitely be Alfred over like Batman or Robin, for sure. You fear every cosplayer has a maid outfit. Oh dear. Sisterhood of the Traveling maid outfit. That was what I was going to say, and I resisted. Hello, Hanzala. How you doing? You were talking to some people of who they think you're most like, and they all said Bilbo. Oh dear. You cosplayed a character named Stocking Anarchy who wore a maid outfit. Sure. Sure, honey. And that's the story you're sticking with. Am I playing anything today? Yeah, I'll be playing Sims. I play Sims every day. You have a Gimli beard you made. Yeah, my beard's not quite there. Not quite there. I've got like a year of growth to get a Gimli beard. Shall I just stop shaving, just go full Gandalf? Is that what we're doing? Or just do young Gandalf? Oh, that's the another one we were talking about. Doing young Dumbledore. Honey, I did. You protest too much. Amogus plays. I feel like I'm not pronouncing that right. Hi. 1000% yes. To what? Sorry, my brain's running through a million different comments. What are we talking about? The young Dumbledore. Playing Sims, you thought that was just moving wallpaper. You're here for me. And no, I do feel like we are slowly transitioning towards just talking streams. Which, to be honest, I'm kind of here for. It's nice to have Sims in the background, though. We will be actually playing a little of Sims today, I think. I think we would be good to finish the house today, because I think we're about to get a new main character, and it would be nice, I think, potentially to move again, but we'll see that. Newt Scamander. Ah, that would be a better fit. Oh no, you think I should grow a beard long enough to tuck into my belt? Yeah, let's do it. Only take a couple of years, right? Storm, thank you for the follow. Sophia Sims, thank you for the follow. Nice robes are so expensive. I really want to get my wand though, like an actual wand. But they don't do it in the UK, which is kind of ridiculous considering that's where it's from. But not a Hufflepuff, that is Delulu. Maybe what I need to do, so you can trick the site into letting you make multiple accounts. So if I make a new account on stream, and we could do the quiz together so that you guys can see what I'm answering and approve or disapprove to make sure that you think it matches with me, so that you can see that it put me in Hufflepuff. That makes sense? Your girls got a wand each for their birthday from your sister and soon-to-be brother-in-law. Nice. Where is it better to support you? To support me, sorry. Probably where you are, JD. The infrastructure for live stuff is currently better where you are. Hi, Clarissa. How are you doing today? Come to LA and we can get you fitted for a wand at Universal. Yeah, so I want to get like the wand that Pottermore thinks that I have. In all of the Harry Potter stuff in the UK, we have like all of the famous ones. So, you know, like Harry's and Bellatrix and blah, 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 blah. We have all of those ones. Also, for anyone that does the peep stuff, this one in the middle is the most that you can get from a crate. Just so you're aware. To commit to the bit. Exactly. But yeah, we don't do the personalized ones. We don't do the ones that are like, you know, it's this word and it's this core and it's this length and it's bendy or not. I think I heard that the Florida one does, but the one in the UK doesn't, which is weird. But yeah, in the very first Pottermore, the very, very first one, I was a Slytherin. In the weird in-between update one, I was a Gryffindor. And then in the modern one, I was a Hufflepuff. And I did the modern one twice in the same week because I realized that I had done it on the wrong email address the first time. And I got Hufflepuff both times on the new one. And like none of my anything changed. So the Sorting Hat doesn't change its mind. Well, evidence to the contrary. Where do I get a larger chunk of money? If you're trying to just financially support, coffee gives me the highest cut of anything by some margin. But you really don't have to. Honestly, I think from kind of reading the descriptions of the houses, particularly the kind of older descriptions, Bubbly Nugget, what a name. Can we just appreciate that name for a second? Bubbly Nugget. That's brilliant. Welcome to the stream. I mean, I think as with most people, I think I connect with elements of all of the houses, so I wouldn't mind being in any of them. I think the house that I least, I don't know, yeah, I'm kind of fine being in all of them, to be honest. I think the one that I most obviously share the most traits from is Hufflepuff, because that kind of golden retriever, I like my calm and my lo-fi and my jazz and like all my house plants and having my cats and my animals around is very Hufflepuff. One sec. Lil Pomsky, nice name. You saw me on the clock app. I'm doing very well, thank you. JD, thank you. You really didn't have to. But it was because of people like you asking questions that I even set that up. And I didn't see the point in setting it up, really. And the same day, I think it was like less than an hour after I set it up, someone used it. And yeah, that took me by surprise a little bit. What other games do I play? I play Sims. I talk and I play Sims. It's a problem. That's all I do. But yeah, really, thank you, JD. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna move on before I start getting emotional. Rael, hi, how you doing? Your common room is the kitchen, so you always have a snack. Exactly. And like in the Hogwarts Legacy game, it's like you go through like an ale barrel to get in, and there's just kind of ale everywhere, and there's like plants all over the walls, and all the furniture's like rustic wooden furniture. I mean, come on. It's clearly me. Have I ever watched a Harry Potter musical? No. That sounds like something from is it Star Kid? Am I thinking of the right people? No problem, buddy. You deserve a little support. Thank you, JD. You have like 900 hours on Sims. Nice. I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think I broke like 400, which is impressive considering I'm less than 5 months in now. Hello, Germany. Nice name. Hi, Heather. How are you two doing today? I feel like I missed some comments. Bubbly, you're not a dude, but apparently you are on here. Oh, you can customize it. So that's my game. You can customize your little characters. I just posted the link in the chat. Also, for anyone that was new here, please let me know what you'd like me to call you. You've taken it several times and you've only ever gotten Slytherin. Interesting. Sims is so goofy, you've been playing it since you were about 10. Oh, I've been playing it on and off since Sims 1. But Sims 4 I've only been playing for a few months. What's your real name? That's a weird thing to come in and ask straight away. My name is Sam, though. It's not exactly hidden. But no, I've not seen that, Leah. I can't remember whether you're in the Discord. If you are in the Discord, so I'm not been as active on the Discord the past couple of days. Life has been busy. But if you are, drop the link in the chat and I'll check it out. They're very mysterious. So mysterious that I made my channel used to be called, back in the day, my channel used to be called Sam in Specs, because I'm Sam and I wear glasses. Super imaginative. And then when I rebranded, I just changed it to Sam Lee because it was the first name I found. Why did I put lipstick on your lips? To make them fabulous. No, sadly, I just have very vibrant lips. Honestly, though, that's the first time that someone has said that since I came back. Which is really funny because I used to get that almost every day when I streamed like a decade ago. I think that's maybe the first time I've had that comment since I came back. You're Indeed, but which chat? I mean, general chat's fine, Leah. You edit your character with the commands, but if you would like to check out your inventory, like when you're changing stuff, and all that sort of stuff, if you'd like a little bit more control, it is in technically pre-alpha on Steam. So if you're interested in checking out the game on Steam, you can drop a support ticket on the Discord and I can send you a key for it. How long have I been streaming? I came back to streaming 4.5 months ago. I used to be a kind of full-time streamer about a decade ago. And then stopped, and I've just recently, well, as I said, like 4.5 months ago, came back. You're 5,400 hours on Sims. Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, I think that's more than I have cumulatively on Sims. I definitely have more hours on Sims 3 by some margin. I reckon it's thousands of hours on 3, hundreds of hours on 2, probably fewer than 100 on 1. Probably fewer than 100 on the other ones as well, you know, like herbs and stuff. You're so new, so you don't know where you are. Do any of us really know where we are, Fallen Guardian?
Hydrate.
You need to get on what? On the skincare? Yeah, I need to get back into a habit of doing it on the same day every week, which is what I used to do. Buffy Nugget, thank you for the follow. You'll pop the camper van wild parking link in there too. Yes, please, Leah. Thank you. Why did I stop? I stopped to... Good grief. Thank you. Thank you, JD. One heart attack wasn't enough for today. I stopped to try uni for the last time. And that was an absolute disaster. And nearly ended with me taking the university to court. It was a whole thing. An incredibly stressful year of my life that led to a very bad couple of years of incredibly bad health. But that's a long story. Not a long story. What's the timing of my live streams? I stream from 4 till 7 BST 5 days a week. Please don't crash, honey. Okay, for anyone that's new here, I'm really sorry to kind of cut you all off. I take a 3-minute break every hour to make sure my water is refreshed and hydrate, which you should too, and to stretch my back and stuff, make sure I don't get too sore. So I'm going to take my 3-minute break. Oops, sorry. I'm going to take my 3-minute break and we can pretend to play some Sims when I get back. I better have a sip on my break. Yeah, I've just been drinking juice so far. No water, so I'm going to have a nice glug of water on my break. But yes, I will be back in 3 minutes. See you all soon. Hola. I was going to say, and of course, Sims not working immediately. I have returned. How are you all doing?
Hello there.
Hello there. Thank you, JT. See, that's the line that I need to practice if I'm going to do Obi-Wan. That and the droids one, I think. 2 cliche lines. Bryce, thank you for the follow. Ooh, Sims. I know. And very nearly new character on Sims, I think. Ciao. Hi, Rose. Oh, yeah. You should not come while I'm leaving. It's a good start. Right, so she got a new perk. I'm just going to quickly read this out. B-lister. Skylar's celebrity presence is really taking shape. She can now confidently call herself a B-lister. As a 3-star celebrity, she can now give hugs to or take selfies with her fans. Unfortunately, paparazzi have also started to take interest in her day-to-day life. Watch out for them when Skylar's out in public. Thankfully, there is a way to retain some semblance of privacy when hitting the town. Skylar can now use a mirror to apply a celebrity disguise, which will allow her to freely walk amongst the general public. So presumably that's going to come with some perks. Yeah. You won't have to deal with that for a long time. I know, she kind of just becomes a celebrity. And then she'll pass away. Is she an elder already? She is. She is an elder. She's hit 3-star celebritism. Just as she's become an elder. Okay. So I'm just going to look over these. Celebritism sounds like a disease. I mean, who's bad? Lose reputation even faster. Gain fame from mischief interactions. Who's bad? Skylar's bad, and everyone's going to know it. Anytime she behaves in a way that the public dislikes, she'll lose reputation even faster. This bad behavior can quickly become a hallmark of Skylar's public persona, resulting in any mischievous behavior to now cause her to gain fame. Interesting. All-nighter. Boost energy and host marathon charity streams. Good to bear in mind some of these for future characters. Skylar will now be able to pull an all-nighter when tired, giving them the massive energy boost she needs to keep going for hours and hours without sleep. That'll come in handy for the 24-hour charity streams Skylar can now host on the video station or drone. Completing the day-long stream will reward her with a large amount of fame and reputation. Fan favorite. Use fans to influence fame and reputation. As a celebrity, Skylar will cultivate an army of fans that will be at her beck and call. She'll be able to ask any fan to signal boost the fame or reputation of a household member of her choosing whenever she likes. She'll also be able to strike a pose to dazzle nearby fans, causing them to faint for her own amusement. Brilliant. The all-nighter perk. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm reading all of these now, even though we might not get to use them, because this might be the kind of thing that we pursue with Samuel, who is our next main character, for those who are unaware. Established name. Increased earnings on crafted objects. Skip acting auditions and wardrobe prep. People are starting to recognize Skylar's name. Now, when she sells, publishes, or licenses something that she took skill to create, she'll earn more money and increased royalties. If Skylar pursues an acting career, she'll be able to bypass auditioning and immediately get offered the role. Further, once she shows up on set, she can skip getting into costume, hair, and makeup, performing the scene in any old outfit with no penalty. Giving back. Gain reputation even faster. Donate objects to fans for fame. Skylar's good reputation has helped her establish a foothold in the public eye, as a charitable and kind celebrity. Having built her fame upon a bedrock of positivity, she'll now gain reputation even faster. Additionally, she can now donate various objects from her home to her legion of fans. Each donation will gain her fame. The more valuable the donation, the more fame gained. I'm not going to take any of these perks, but it's good to know. Any more jump scares coming? Hopefully not. Not the bedrock. You're traumatized. Sorry. Why only 3 viewers? Well, so A, I don't have my viewer counts up, so I don't know how many people are watching me. But I'm live on a few different platforms, so it might just be that the clock app is quiet. I'm also not a particularly big streamer, so if that's how many people are watching me, that's how many people are watching me. I don't mind, as long as I have people to talk to. You already love my content. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. So many peeps on the screen. Oh, I know. I really want to get working on peeps. That before we play too much, the call I had with the first call I had with the ADHD support, I've forgotten the title of her job, which is terrible. Like a support worker, but that wasn't the title that she used, and I feel bad mislabeling her. But effectively, I think that was what she was. Anyway, she was giving me advice and strategies on how to try and deal with the symptoms of mine that might be ADHD while the diagnosis stuff is moving forward. And some of the stuff that we talked about, I should be able to try to apply to hopefully working on Peeps again, because I would really like to get the new version of Peeps up and running. And there's a huge amount of work to do on the new version of Peeps, but there is only one very small part of it that is stopping me from working on it. I have one challenging bit of maths that I need to finish, and then the rest of it is drawing. And it's that one tiny little bit that my kind of task paralysis is not letting me start. Yeah, which has been a big problem. It has, this version that I'm running on the stream now has not changed in over a year. Yeah, it's been an issue. I don't think counselor was the word that she used. I think she called it support something. Like it was like, or something support something. Yeah, I can't remember. Kelly, hi, hello fellow simmer. At 10,000 likes, it goes into the For You page. Is that a thing? Honestly, I only joined, like I only actually started using the clock app this year. So I signed up years ago and then uninstalled it. I only started using it, I say this year, I started using it over Christmas. So maybe like the 20th of December last year. So I am very new to the clock app. I am not a social media person. I am very unfamiliar with how it all works. Yeah, it does look like a very wholesome profile picture. It is very small for me. I'm struggling to make it out. I can do anything. Thank you. Thank you for the sticker storm. Thank you for the follow, Kelly. You're lucky to find me before fame. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Like, it would be nice to grow the community for sure, but I am also concerned at what happens when I get to the point that I can't interact with anyone, with everyone. Sorry, because I like being able to chat with everyone, you know. Right, Latora, you got a letter saying there's not enough evidence, so they won't put you on the list at the moment. You need to find the evidence for them, but you don't have it in you right now. Odd. Do you mind me asking what country you live in? Because that I've not been asked, so far at least, I've not been asked to provide any evidence. You need, you really need to figure out, we as a community really need to figure out the clock app, because you're still mad that you couldn't subscribe. Oh, I wasn't even aware that you could subscribe on the clock app. Is that a thing? I thought that was the other platforms. Good old America tried to ban the clock app, and people tried to sell their cell phones for obscene amounts of money with it. I remember when people did that with Flappy Bird back in the day. You're in the UK. Oh, weird. So maybe I've just not got to that point yet. Like, I will stress, I am right at the start of the process of the diagnosis. I am still genuinely not convinced that I have it. But I have been advised by enough people now that I will at least pursue the diagnosis. So if I pursue it and they go, nope, you don't have it, that's okay. But yeah, it is worth checking, I think, at this point. You know? Anyway, Sims, sorry. But yeah, so she is now slightly more famous. Maybe we should just spend it so she can get the established name. How do we... just like that. Established name, giving back. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, I see. So I had 4 extra ones. Got it. Abstract painting. Okay, so catching people up who are new here. You don't know if there's also a creator fund for the UK. I think so for the clock app, but the entry requirements are very high. I have had a few clock app creator networks reach out, like verified creator networks. But I read kind of what they want you to do, and they want you to do lots of like collaborative streaming, and take part in all these kind of contests and like sponsored content and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I know that that's what streaming is for a lot of people, but that is absolutely not me. So I'm just like, I'm okay, thank you. I like my calm and my cozy, my Sims and my chat. I don't need all the rest of that nonsense. It's good for some people, but not for me. It's like good news when you don't get diagnosed, but at the same time makes you wonder what it is. Well, yeah, so exactly, Kenny. Like, I would like to know one way or another. Thank you, JD. There's a lot of monetization potential, but it would be very different, especially in a network. What a time to join. I know, right, Jazz? I am going to need to remove that, or at least put it on a delay, I think. Not real MC. Hi. Thank you for the cheer. Helping me stay calm. I know. Thank you. I'm alright, thank you, Jazz. I have been starting to look at apartments this week, which has been a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Exciting, scary. How are you doing? How are things at the moment? Hi, Britt. How are you today? Did she finish the painting? No, she's just stopped to chat with Arthur. I'm moving, probably. It's still not definite that I am moving. Probably moving. Yeah, I'm probably moving. Possibly living by myself for the first time. If you're new here, big deal, because I'm chronically unwell. So yeah, we're looking at apartments that are in areas where I have access to the things that I would need. We're talking to all the right kind of agencies and stuff who might be able to offer some degree of support. It's a process. It's all slowly moving forward. Be right back. No worries, Leah. Carolina. Probably Carolina. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. So, America? You're also playing The Sims as you multitask. Classic. How are you doing today? Do I enjoy decorating your home? Do you mean in real life? Absolutely. I was talking about this the other day. My bedroom is all white, kind of like in here, with odd bits of black. And I used to then have a huge number of plants. It's like 50 something plants. And each one had a different pot. And they were all like navy, viridian, ochre. I had like one or two that were kind of a salmon pink. But so in a white and black, it was mostly white room. There were all these kind of flashes of colored pots and then all the green of the leaves. And it was nice. Suffice to say, it's not that way anymore because I got a cat. And a huge number of the plants were toxic to cats. So most of them got chucked. Some of them are now in here behind glass doors.
Hydrate.
So that Arthur can't get to them. How is my beautiful floof? He was napping with me before I was streaming. So yeah, he's great. But yes, I look forward to decorate. Like if I end up living in an apartment by myself, for sure I will be decorating it. I will be decorating it my way. I may get your guys' input as well. Cats can make it hard to have plants. Yeah. I still hold hope that I will be able to get my big plant domain back again, because I do enjoy that vibe, the kind of greenhouse, like indoor greenhouse vibe. It's nice. Speak of the floof, he's currently giving me evils. Thank you for the hydrate. So yeah, I wanted to go back to the kind of greenhouse vibe. So thank you, Jazz. But I didn't know what the living situation is. So if I don't move, I will start doing it here. If I do move, I will look at building that up again wherever I move. That makes sense? But yeah, buying a lot of plants didn't feel like a good idea when he was really young and I was still getting him used to plants. But now that he's a little older, maybe. Your dice are arriving today. Nice. Are you excited? Are we going to have to do some silly little D&D something so that you can use your dice? Use them for character create. Jazz, definitely. Luna enjoys pretending to eat certain plants to get you up in the morning because she knows it's naughty. So what's really interesting for me is that I thought Arthur was going to eat the plants. There's like one or two plants that he nibbles a little bit. He really likes eating cat grass, so that's been quite helpful. But there's one plant that he pushes the leaves out of the way. And then he bites big clumps of dirt, spits it on the floor. So it's quite a high up plant, but he grabs the dirt, spits it on the floor, and then goes and just nibbles on the dirt. And there's times where he's done it after I've given him food. So I've just given him like fresh wet food, like nice new food. Like his favorite wet food, and he just goes and starts eating dirt. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, in the nicest way possible, are you okay? He's a bit of an oddball sometimes. Hello, person with a heart in the name. I can't see what your name is. What's some tips you'd have for people so they don't get bored as easily while playing? Let the game dictate what you do. If the game says that your sim likes something, run with that. If they say that they don't like something, run with that. Try and pretend that you're fate and you're interpreting what is happening rather than you having the story. That makes sense? It's how we play this, and it helps keep it fresh. Might be psychological, might be a deficiency. Well, that's what someone said, but he eats more than he should already. He is the right weight, but he eats more than he should. And, you know, I looked through like statistical stuff about kind of what's in and like what's the healthiest food and like blah 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 blah, and like I'm buying slightly overly expensive food because it's supposedly like it's not the most expensive, but it's not the cheap food because it's supposed to be much better. And the brand of wet food that I use is different from the brand of dry food I use, because I used this to try and make sure that I was getting him an even stuff. And like the snacks are all different snacks for the same reason. Look at him all stuck in that. I know. He's my boy. Yeah, obviously I still worry that he's got a deficiency or that something's not right or that he's trying to act up because of something. My biggest worry is that he's just really lonely. Because that can be a thing. A couple of the kind of other ragdoll owners who we were talking to, and like one of the breeders, was saying that they can be one of the breeds that struggles if they don't have other cats around. But I'm not really in a position to have another cat. I kind of feel bad, like I worried that it's that. And yes, I meant to ask the vet and I forgot. But I've got my vet wants me to kind of check in with them every 6 months, which I think is a smart move anyway. So I will check up next time I'm there. April, what are we playing on? Playing on PC. Your dog is slightly chonked. You restrict her food to help her lose weight, but nothing works. I let him eat as much as he wants. He's not overweight. He's not underweight. He's just not overweight. You love the cat. He's the best. The little burnt marshmallow, as Faye likes to call him. I'm sure they're happy. The concern for me is just the eating, the dirt. I'm presuming it's just he's bored and he's just finding something to play with. Yeah, you know, if I was a healthier person, you know, I might like play with toys with him more often. So maybe it's just I'm not playing with him enough. How old is he? He is just over a year. He was a year in February. Yeah, I mean, he's well taken care of. Like, he is healthy as a whole for sure. But as anyone who is either a cat parent or a parent will understand, you know, the tiniest thing that you're like, something might be wrong, it's very easy to spiral into, you know, I'm clearly the worst parent ever. I need to do this, or it might be this. And, you know, you look stuff up and, you know, it's like, you know, you've got a slightly itchy arm and you look it up and it's like, well, it's clearly cancer. It's like Google is not your friend. Yeah, Jazzy up. Get a laser. Yeah, my issue with boys is he will obsess. Maybe he just has ADHD. He will obsess with a toy for like a couple of days and then completely bored of it. And then I have to use a different toy, and then a different toy, and then a different toy. Just his little toy box just getting increasingly large. The old WebMD panic. Yeah. Luna has ADHD as well. Her focus is terrible. Can you imagine if we've all just ended up with ADHD cats? Stephanie, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Your sister is a vet nurse, so you ask her lots of things, puts your mind to easier. The kitten photos I showed last time you were watching are so cute. He was a very cute kitten. He's a very cute cat, to be fair. Maybe it's contagious from pet to owner. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, maybe they just take our personality traits. Maybe that's just the thing, right? Oh yeah, I should probably stop making her paint to starvation. That's not a good plan. Latora, you got a little bag to put Molly's toys in from Home Bargains. And the bag is actually a toy too. Oh, nice. Hey Benny, how you doing today? Your dog's definitely got it. Oh, definitely got anxiety. Oh no. But yeah. Yeah, like the place I'm living now is probably suitable for 2 cats. But like if I end up moving to a small apartment, not really. So I think, yep, it's the next main character's birthday. We should probably have Sky. Wait, are they tired or they're just unhappy? They're just unhappy. Okay, so we're gonna have Skylar make them a cake. I'm gonna age them up, and then we're gonna sort the house. Hook a cake. A strange sentence. What are you streaming today, Jazz? Presuming you're streaming today. Wait, is it the right day? Changing my schedule has really made it hard to keep track of other people's. You were here yesterday for a tiny bit, but you had to go because work was super chaotic. No worries. You should have lurked, but didn't. What do you mean you should have worked? You can just stay lurking, that's fine. Latora, Molly takes her food out of a bowl and eats it off the floor. That's why she's got a dog dinner mat. My cat, Arthur, has a mat too, just to be sure. He never takes the wet food out. He occasionally takes the dry food out, but not often. He'll like shove the wet food, the dry food against one side of the bowl, and it spills over sometimes. Rosie Grace, now you want to play? Go play then. I will be the bad influence. I will be the devil on your shoulder. Go play some Sims. Jazz, you are? Yes, going to be playing some Phasmophobia. Nice. I haven't played that in ages. And then some retro games like Crash Bandicoot. It's your affiliate anniversary too. Congrats. For a year? Your 1 year affiliate anniversary? Whatever chat feels like. Nice. I do like those kind of streams. Hello, Hannah. How you doing? Latora, she flicks it out with her paws. It's up the walls and everything. Oh no. That's awesome. Congrats, Jazz. Congrats. Affiliate-iversary. Affiliate-iversary? That's a weird word. That's awesome. I'm a weird word. What? Rude. Did she just start making a cake and then... Where's she gone? Okay, sure. So mean. Just trying to make me cry. I'm a pro actor. You're doing great. How am I? I am okay, thank you. Clearly losing my mind, but good other than that. You didn't start with the being mean. I wasn't saying it was a bad word. You also didn't put affiliate-iversary. You put affiliate. Affiliate-iversary. Yeah. Anyway. This conversation just slowly getting more and more insane. Clearly your brain broke. I mean, my brain broke trying to break. My brain broke trying to read the brain brokage from you. Sure, that works. Close enough. Zoom Girl, Let the Live, welcome back. Brain broke just... It's the two brus. It's the two brus, Brat. The two brus, Brat to Brack. Break my brain. Yeah, absolutely nailed that. Couldn't have timed that better if I tried. And I wonder why my clock app channel is just slowly becoming compilations of me flubbing. Help me. I swear one of these days someone is just going, like, I will have enough of this nonsense, someone will just make. Just make a compilation of all the flubs from me. There are enough of them. Ah, dear. Oh, well, the cake got messed up. Can we add candles to a broken birthday cake? That's how you say that, right? Right, he's gonna have to make his own birthday cake. This is very sad. Sorry, Arthur, you're making your own cake. Faye, Amazon just rang your doorbell. Your delivery instructions say not to ring in 2 languages. Oh dear. You want the little kitty? He's so cute. So the little, like, wah emote, the little cat wah emote is made by Catherine. She's not here today, but it's made by one of the wonderful folks in the community. You who always makes your own. Yeah, maybe I should have made my own birthday cake. I don't bake well. I really should, though. Oh, so I had this whole, like, internal conversation the other day. Your local hallucination. Nice name. Hi. Okay. So if I move to a new apartment. Good job, Arthur. That's not how you make a birthday cake. You know what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can we save? No, we can't save. I'm just going to let this play. I'm going to zoom out. Oh, that was loud. Received an insurance payment. Good job. What a birthday. Okay. Is that everything fixed? I think. You had one job to bake the cake. At least we had insurance and someone put out the fire. Yeah, this is true. Doesn't always happen that way. Oh, we never finished all of Samuel's outfits. We need to do that. Right, let's have him blow out candles. What was I saying? Hello, Daniette. Hi, Brooke. How are you guys doing? You played since the 90s. Nice. I don't think I was playing in the 90s. I think I joined it. I joined it just before Sims 2 came out, whenever that was. Look at the details. You need to go on mine reminder to do this. Pardon? Used to play the Hollywood one. Which one was that? I'm alright, thank you, Brooke. How are you? Self-assured cringe. Yeah, he was like mischievous, right? Party animal, sure. Arthur the party animal. Yeah, question. That was what I had. What was I saying about moving? I will come back to that in 1 second, Hannah. Faye, parcel was left in letterbox. You ordered a big picture frame and a print they better not have. Oh dear. Yeah, so if I'm moving to somewhere by myself, right? And I'm almost certainly going to have neighbors. I grew up in lots of places where people had some sense of community, right? And then as an adult, I a couple of times lived with people where that was less of a thing. So I would like to bring something or do something for my immediate neighbors as a kind of, hi, I'm here now. And was wondering what you guys think of that. A, as to whether to do it or not, but B, what to do. Because my go-to would be like some degree of cooking or baking. So I feel like baking, but then I feel now it would have to be like vegan cookies or something like that. Because you don't know, and it's better to be safe, you know? You don't want to give someone like dairy cookies and that they don't eat that. Or, you know, like depending where you're from, like a lasagna or whatever, and it's like, well, that is both meat and cheese. They might not eat those things. Or if they're gluten-free though, I mean, trying to do gluten-free vegan cookies seems like a stretch. You're gluten-free. See, this is the thing. So then what do you do? There are so many things to try and take into account in terms of like people's eating. What food do you make for that? Because my go-to was food. Like if I move somewhere and I want to give something nice to each of the neighbors, my go-to would be food. But I feel people's diets are a lot more like controlled now. So trying to make something that would potentially cater to everybody feels challenging. A little potted plant, but that then is something they would have to look after. Make them a fruitcake and be the welcome wagon. But then it ruins the surprise. Well, yeah, so I wouldn't want to ask what they would like. I would just want to bring something to them. Hello, Anime Art. How are you doing today? As long as it's not fruitcake. Oh, that was poorly timed. Well done, honey. We're not talking about Sims. We're talking about in real life. Your mum is gluten-free and you're vegan. She makes cookies for us both. Well, do you have a good gluten-free vegan suggestion? Like a good cookie recipe that is both vegan and gluten-free? Because that might be a good go-to. Always food, true or champagne. Lots of people don't drink now. Never cook, you never know. Yeah, this is the thing. It's just a challenge with food. So I'm like, if it's not food, what do you make? Carrot cake, but then you'd have the same issue with cake. The gluten, no? Broken Spawn, hi, how you doing? Okay, so we have now officially swapped main character, so I think it is time to finish up the house. And then I was thinking if his goal is to be like celebrity, like streamer, right? Do you think we should move him to a smaller place? Move him out of the family, move him away from this house, do somewhere new, do somewhere that's a bit more catered to him, or redecorate here to suit the kind of streamer vibe? Either of which I think means that we should finish the house, put the house on the gallery and move away. Shortbread has limited ingredients, you can change it to suit, but could you do gluten-free shortbread? Banana bread, good gluten-free recipes. Ooh. Maybe not a bad idea. Broken Spawn, thank you for the follow. Gluten, vegan, veggie delights, platter, and apple cider, greeting card and welcome gift. All you have to do is swap the flour for gluten-free flour and swap dairy products for alternatives. So swapping dairy away is relatively more easy. I don't cook with a lot of dairy anyway, and there are enough kind of vegan spreads that's not a problem. But apart from one period of like 6 months where they had me on gluten-free when they were trying to figure out my dietary issues, I've not cooked with gluten-free flour much, but my memory of both the gluten-free, like specifically gluten-free flour, but also using stuff like corn flour, was it's very different and not always good for just a straight swap from one thing to another. This was also at least 10 years ago, so I don't know if gluten-free flour has improved since then. Usually look at other designs if you like the home. Use your simoleon funds to move in. Yeah, so I made this house. So the question is whether we just go make another house. Because this was made for a kind of gothic, artsy, craftsy kind of character. Which I feel our new main character is slightly less that. Flowers, same problem. It's something that dies, right? You feel like you would be an apartment guy. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking, Faye. It's a bit sad for the effort you put in the house. But that's been most of our houses. We kind of build a thing and we move on. I enjoy the process. I don't need to sit in the end result indefinitely. It's impossible to make... Yeah. So it's not about trying to make a food that is suitable for everybody. It is trying to... So if I do food, it's trying to figure out what is a sensible balance between the ease of making what could be quite a lot of it, but also trying to cater to as many people as possible. It's a nice gesture in the moment. Yeah, there's also people that have food, like flour intolerances, like hay fever and stuff, and allergy, like worse allergies. They would also have to make sure that taking into account pets. Brownies. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to find dairy-free chocolate then, like vegan chocolate. Food doesn't last forever either. Yeah, so there is no like right answer. It's trying to, I wanted to kind of brainstorm, or what's the word we use now? Blue sky. The ideas. It's a gorgeous house, thank you. Hi Nolig, how you doing today? Pizza Pilgrims do a really good gluten-free pizza. It's possible but rare. Oh no, I mean, I've had nice gluten-free pizza. I don't think turning up to my neighbors like, here's a pizza, is really the best introduction. Samantha followed. Thank you, Samantha. I feel like avoiding dairy is an easy one to significantly increase the number of people who would be able to have it. How about just invite for a nice cup of tea? Yeah, I'm a little socially awkward, so just inviting random people that I don't know for a cup of tea is maybe a step too far. Like I would like to leave the door open to have a relationship with the neighbors, but I don't want to immediately be like, everybody come around for a big party, you know? What webcam am I using? It's not a webcam, it's a camera. It's a Sony. It says on the top of it, but I can't read it. It's a Sony A something. Maybe make a care package, biscuit, tea bags, candle, etc. Yeah, so that's what we were kind of talking about. Your friend Becky, we were talking about biscuits, because I was saying biscuits seemed the obvious thing, but trying to, I think it would have to be at least vegan biscuits, and then we were discussing potentially gluten-free biscuits as well, because it's good to try and cater to as many as possible. You don't want to make people uncomfortable. Tea might not be a bad shout. Yeah, like a nice little bit of loose leaf tea. I think more people than not would drink tea. That's why it's so good. Yeah, a nice count. I mean, to be honest, and good lighting. So I've got a little soft box up above me. You have endo, and you're meant to avoid gluten, dairy, caffeine, sugary things, soy, processed meats. Not the strictest though, it's hard. Also alcohol, just everything fun. Yeah, I feel that. Alcohol cap package for like 5 neighbors, that's going to get pricey. Yeah, and it depending on which the apartments that I end up seriously looking at, like one of them had like kind of 2 immediate neighbors and that was it. A few of them had 10 other people on the same floor, kind of attached to the same section. So I would like to kind of not just do my immediate neighbors, but like if there's anyone opposite me, for sure them as well. But probably the floor. If I'm the one moving, surely they should be the one bringing you treats. Yeah, but what? You bought your neighbours toffee pudding shots because they strawberry champagne. I missed a comment here. We're British, everyone loves tea.
Listen.
I'm trying to catch up on chat. Give me a second, Kenny. There's one comment I missed that I was trying to come back to. Yeah, the tea saying, hi, it's me from next door. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of. Yeah, so the reason that I want to do this when I move in is when I was younger, the places that we lived was very much when we moved in, neighbors brought stuff round, we brought stuff to the neighbors, we got to know everybody, right? I grew up in those sorts of environments. And then as I got to like adulthood, lack of a better description, when I moved kind of more inner city, nobody interacts with anybody anywhere. Like, I don't know any of the neighbors here. We tried to introduce ourselves and there was just nothing. So if I move somewhere by myself, particularly, I want to bring something to people. I want to open that door. I'm expecting there not to be any response because I know how the cities can be. But I don't want to be the ones that's responsible for there being nothing. Yeah, exactly. Extend an olive branch. If people want to give into that a little bit, great. But I don't want to put pressure on people. So if they bring stuff around, awesome. If they don't, fine. But I would like to, you know? People don't tend to socialize. There's a high throughput of people, particularly in apartment blocks. Like, they tend to live there for a while and then move on. Fine. I don't want to go somewhere, be the quiet one that just kind of moved in, nobody knows who they are. Like, no, I want to give people the opportunity to have some sense of community, even if they don't want it. I'd like to open that door, extend that olive branch. Let me catch up. Kenny, you said fruit chips. Kind of hard to go wrong with fruit. Yeah, I mean, the argument is still people don't want sugar, but I mean, something like dried fruit chips and tea seems like a good combination. Hello Phoebe, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Sorry you joined just as there was a flood of chat and I was struggling to keep up. You'll have a little character on the screen you can customize. You've already played one of the games, well done. I've dropped the link in chat for how to customize them. It's my game, feel free to ask questions. It's nice that you want to be nice to your neighbors. You're too antisocial when you move. So this is what I mean, because I grew up around this. I grew up around very communities. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody went to each other's houses. It was like, we've run out of milk. You just pop round to the neighbor and borrow some. Like, literally that sort of environment. That's what I grew up in. And then I moved to the city, and no one talks to anyone, and I don't want to just presume that that's how it's going to be, you know. But also times have changed, so in a way that I would have just cooked whatever I liked cooking, whatever I was good at cooking when I was younger. I don't want to presume people's like eating habits. Like I don't want to presume that they eat dairy, eat meat, whatever. So it was just, I wanted to brainstorm. Yeah, get some of your opinions. A cheap houseplant. Yeah, we talked about houseplants. Problem is they die. They involve some effort on their part to keep up. I would rather it be a no effort gift, because like if I give them food and they don't like it, they can just bin it. I mean, they can just bin a plant, I guess. But then there's some, you know, if I give them food and they don't like it or they don't want to eat it, they can bin it and then just be like, oh yeah, I ate it. It was really nice. Thank you. Whereas if I give them a plant and then I come round and they've binned the plant, then they might feel bad about that. Do you know what I mean? I am 100% aware I am overthinking this. But you know what I mean. Fruit chips may also be different in the UK, so you don't know. By fruit chips, do you mean dried fruit, like crisps made of fruit? Am I thinking of the right thing? We definitely need it back. The world is cruel. Yeah, I mean, that sort of stuff, those sorts of neighborhoods tend to happen less in the city. They tend to happen more in the suburbs when people are more settled and life is a little slower. But as I've said, I would rather go with open doors and have other people close them than just presume that the doors are closed. As much as I will be incredibly awkward, very embarrassed going around to people's houses and giving them cute little notes and food, I would rather do that. Suffer through the embarrassment. Okay, for those that are new to my stream, I take a 3-minute break every hour to refill my water, which I'm going to do, and to have a stretch to make sure I don't get sore. So yeah, you should all hydrate too. I will be back in 3 minutes. Be right back. I'm really sorry to hear that, Becky. That must have been really tough to deal with. Sims 2 is your favorite Sims game. Interesting. Quite a lot of people say Sims 2. I wonder why. Why do you think it's your favorite game? No, why do you think? Why is it your favorite game, do you think? How's everyone's day going? Mine's been alright, thank you, Phoebe. How has yours been going? Yours has been going great. You just got home. You're exhausted, so you thought you'd play a little Sims and watch a stream. That sounds like a lovely way to spend the evening. The best way to spend the evening, exactly. See, Hannah agrees. You just unpacked your dice and Miso turned out to be a dice goblin. Is he rolling your character stats for you? I expect there to be pictures in the Discord. Also, if you and like Catherine and stuff have been ordering these dice from the same place, you need to link me. Okay. What do we want to do to this house? I feel like there needs to be something in some of these gaps, at least. Past that, I am unsure. Oh, there are pictures in the Discord. Great. I will definitely be checking after the stream. You like the aesthetics in Sims 2. You can't explain it better than that. That's fair enough. Abigail, thank you for the hello. How are you doing today? Hi, Mads. You're currently building a botanist's mansion in The Sims while watching me stream. You'll have to share on the Discord when you've done. Kenny, your cat is a dice goblin as well. You can't leave them anywhere unattended or you'll find them everywhere. Mm-hmm. Yep. Arthur is the same. I wish there were like in-between sizes. It also frustrates me that the trees are a different color to to the ones outside. Okay, so what's this tree? Do we have that tree? Yeah, again, so that's the same tree. It's just a different color. Sims. Sims. Why? Why you gotta do me like this? I'm trying to make it match. Phoebe followed. Thank you very much, Phoebe. Welcome, welcome. Annie, it's funny because she used to not care about them at all. Then overnight, hyperfixated. She just really got into D&D. She secret tabaxi. Miso instantly went for them and tried to eat them. Oh dear. You're glad they both had the same instincts. Latora, you're listening in, just working on a beach mansion. Nice. How's it going so far? Your mods are broken. Ah, see, this is one of the advantages of playing Sans mods. Don't have to worry about the mods breaking if you don't have any mods. These add you on Sims? Are there friends on Sims? Is that a thing? Wasn't aware of that. We'll probably have some in some slightly different sizes. Break it up a little bit. Actually using some smaller ones to kind of extend these a bit. Your song. How is your song? Which one's this? The time one. Still need to figure out how to put the names of the songs on the stream. Your beach mansion is a bit of a blank canvas at the moment, Latoro. You need to do some freelance work because you have 83 simoleons left, oh dear. Kenny is suggesting that Faye finds a box with a good seal lid. Yes, mine are in a box, basically a dice box, in a drawer, in a cupboard. They're actually in a box with a card game that I made that uses dice. It's a fun card game. Should maybe... No. Damn. My brain was like, I should maybe try and fix that game up. I have too many projects. Save me. Save me. I need saving from myself. I'm just... My brain is like squirrel to every project. Go to the gallery. Search the name. To what end, Kelly? Like I make my own builds. I make my own characters. What's... Like why am I searching you on the gallery? If you want to kind of share your stuff for other people to use, feel free. Yeah, kind of a big thing for me is making my own stuff, so there's not a lot of point me looking you up. Whoa, that is much larger than I was expecting it to be. You're reloading your game and hoping that fixes it magically. You'd be surprised how often a reload will fix things, BB. It's a excellent first place to start. You really want to get a little mimic box for your dice. They are so cute. That does sound awesome. Do you know where you can get something like that? Like, is that just a concept that you would like, or is that something that you've seen somewhere? Apologies for all the, like, weird rotation noises. I'm aware it's not always the most pleasant sound. Hello, Brats and Wolves. Chantal? Is that right? I did listen to Faye's message and I have immediately forgotten. I'm so sorry. I got it right. Okay. Like, I listened to the video the audio a bunch of times. I'm like, right, I need to remember how to do this tomorrow. Then just as soon as you came in, my brain was like, oh no. I don't remember. Brain immediately gave up on me. Okay, I don't want to do too much. I don't want the lot to seem too busy. Glad you're helpful. Yeah, thank you. It was in the Discord. Can't tell. Yeah. UK fire alarm dude. Oh. Jake? Hi. I think it's Jake. Am I thinking of the right person? Am I confusing you? Oh no, it might have been the person with Fizz in the name that was Jake. Oh no, it is you. Okay. Ah, so many names. I'm getting there. What's my kitty's name? His name is Arthur. And he was very cute. He was giving me kisses in the break. Your message already got buried. Oh no, don't worry, Kenny. I read all of the messages in the Discord. You're surprised I remembered? Well, I mean, I'm here to chat. So if people tell me that if their username is Bob the Builder and they tell me their name is Steph, I'm going to try and remember. Because, most people like to be called by their names. Sometimes I have to be reminded a few times. But I do my best. But yes, this is Arthur. He's my ragdoll. He is literally just to my right. Look. Hi. He's just over a year old. He's so cute. I'm gonna get emotional. You keep meaning to change your name on here. You came over from the Clock app, but a different name. You can be whatever name you'd like. You just, if I'm calling you by the wrong name, then please just correct me. I'm not going to take it personally. If you're like, oh, you've been calling me this, I would rather you call me this. Like, okay, I will correct. Do straight up just be like, Bad Sam. Miso soup. Ah, yes. Here testing the hypothesis. Hey. Yes. Why are you trying to trip me up? Do you have any idea how many random name combinations are going on in my brain? The like dictionary of people's names. Sorry, dictionary is such a computer nerd way of describing that. The key value array in my brain. Yeah, for real. Anyway, I'm gonna be so sad if no one in chat got that reference and I just seem like a weirdo for calling it a dictionary or a key value array. Hopefully someone at least knows what I'm talking about. If one person understands, I will feel less embarrassed. Not embarrassed, just less embarrassed. Definitely a reference I should have just not made. Anyway, you got me, okay. At least a couple of you got me. Goodness. It's fine, would assume. Yeah, but this is what I mean. So if your username is Latora and you want me to call you Latora, that's fine. But if your username is Latora and you want me to call you Jane, then please just tell me. I will do my best. Thank you for the stickers, for the roses. Faye, you're just doing it because it's funny, just winding me up. You'd probably manage remembering Miso because you've seen Miso. Quite possibly. You can't bully me over there because the app filters so much. Lots of roses, all the roses. Your mods are fixed. Excellent. Yeah, I do often worry about the number of times I make like programming jokes about how it's actually going to land. Okay, so is there anything else we think needs doing with this? So this is the state of the house currently. Someone had said something about the kind of line thing, and what are they called? Freezes. Is it frieze? I'm unfamiliar with how to pronounce this word. But like these things. Someone had suggested one. I don't know if there's a smaller one. Requires a taller height. Yeah, they all seem kind of large. What about the trims? Like a flat trim. You're done being silly. You always sound like a weirdo. Oh, thanks. Wait, what? Really? The clock app was trying to protect you from bullying me. Interesting. I didn't know that it did that. That's kind of cool. You can't say weirdo. Curious. Okay, what about this trim? Wait, it says inlaid. Oh, Tim's camera angles, come on. I don't know, I think this trim works. Hey, it filters a lot. You see it being a good idea in theory, but it annoys you. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so all of the other trims feel... I mean, that one's okay. Right, if we put that one down just for comparison's sake, that definitely feels too large. Okay, what do we think between the... The door has vanished. What do we think between these two? Oh my goodness, the kitty. I know, right, May? He's so cute. Do you mainly build or do gameplay as well? Oh, well, you're doing gameplay for the first half of the stream. Well, no. We've kind of had three parts of the stream so far. The first part was just me chatting incessantly for an hour. Then we did about an hour of gameplay, and now we're trying to finish the house because we've just moved to a new main character and we're going to move away. The bigger one. The big one. Okay. Which was the big one? Okay, so there is a second bigger one that's got this kind of like angled section. Which of the two? The kind of flat one or the angled one? Noel likes the more understated one. The angled one. Whoa, okay. Everybody immediately was like the angled one. Not everybody. A lot of you were like the angled one. Okay, the question is, do we do that on the second floor as well? I think so. I think the little lip kind of helps. I mean, if nothing else, it's a little bit of extra detailing, right? Sims camera angles are so painful sometimes. Guess that does help hide the weird roof a little. Okay, I think that looks okay. I'm just making sure I've not missed any sections. How are we feeling about this? I mean, apart from the fact that I need to put a front door back on. One of your packages had a piece of cardboard inside and Miso keeps finding it to lay down with it. Classic cat behavior. You currently have 3 infants and 2 toddlers in your game. Your infants are finally aging up and you're playing on the long lifespan. Oh dear. There's a soft blanket underneath. The what, sorry? Cats are wild. Yeah, I have so many cardboard boxes in my house. That like meme about someone going into a cat parent's house and there's just, they're like, why do you have so much rubbish just around your house? Like, I think the memes in American, so it's like, why is there so much trash in your house? It's just like, this is not trash. These are my cat's dear, dear belongings. But it's true. I just have random, like, messed up Amazon boxes all over the place that Arthur is very attached to. Entente? I'm guessing? Entente. Is that, listening? Doors are useless if we think about it. I mean, they could just go through the window, right? Bit of a spicy entrance. Just jump through the window. I don't even remember what door we had. That's the main issue. We tried to match it. Wait, is the door still there? Huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think it wasn't letting us put a door down. I need an actual definite double door. Double door. What? Oh, is it because I've got the plants? Am I going to need to do this in 2 steps? Yeah, that's fine. 2 steps. Yeah, so we wanted an arced door. Yeah, I think we had this door. Let me just quickly put the pack filter
Save
on.
your game.
Thank you. It has been a minute since I've saved. Let me just quickly run through the doors. So it was definitely a curved door that we had on. I think this one's too extra. I think we had that one. Right, let's save. You. Can we not say spicy again? Pardon? There is a window in high school years that you can go in and out of. Classic. You wanted to check out the purple app Noel. Oh, are you Noel from the other apps? Hi. Do you need a key for the Peeps thing? So you can just play Peeps on the screen now. If you would like the Steam version, where you can like re-equip old items that you've had, there's a little bit more control on the app. Or you just like to use this on your own stream, if you would like a pre-alpha key. So the game is not released. The game is not even remotely done. But if you would like access to it, and you're part of my community, I'm absolutely fine to give you keys. I requested a bunch more keys a couple of weeks ago. If you just drop a message in the Discord, I handle it all through the Discord. If you drop I think if you make a support ticket in the Discord, I can send you a key. And then not the whole server will see the key. Oh, sorry, Brit. N.I. Dice? Oh no, Brittany Dice. Good grief. That's poor reading. Brittany Dice, thank you for the follow. May, there is also a tutorial on here that explains how to fix it in the camera folder settings. I am on the Sims 3 camera. There's a tutorial. Wait, there's a thing you can do to fix the camera jump? Because it's jumping because of the floor that I'm on. But if there is a setting that I can get around that, absolutely, I will mess with that to fix that, because it is very irritating. So yes, Entendre/Noel, what would you like me to call you? Thank you. Then you will try it here in chat. Yeah, you can just play the game in chat. It's designed to just be played in chat. It's just if you want a little bit more control over it, or to kind of have a mess around with it yourself, then yeah, that has to be done through Steam keys, because it's very much in the early stages of development. Noel. Okay, hi Noah. What are you saying? Oh, had you already done the command? Yeah, even when I post the command, I can't see that I've posted the command. Sorry. Okay. Right. Let's just do one thing at a time. Oops. I need to put these back. Oops. Right, how had we done this? We must have done the small and then big trick. If anybody's wondering why I like lean off at a weird angle, it's because my hand needs to go across the whole keyboard to do this trick. Also, I think there is a way to like move stuff up and down on a wall. I think I scrolled past a video of someone doing that, like moving a picture up and down on the wall. Or moving windows up and down on a wall. And I don't know what the command is. But I also only have a small keyboard, so I'm a little bit worried that it's like page up, page down. You think it's Control 9 on your keyboard layout? So Latora, I don't use cheats. You think it's Control 9? Nope. Pressed all the numbers with Control. Nothing happened. Oh, you think it's just 9 and 0? No. I mean, it might be for you, but it's not for me. Oops. Why is the curtain? What? Huh? What? What? What is going on with this curtain? Okay. Sim's having a moment. Oh, you reckon it's maybe Alt and 9? And there's gone weird as well. Okay, so I've grabbed the curtain. You reckon it's Alt and 9? Nope. Oh, curtain snap to Windows. Okay, so we need something else to test it with. What's that? Stop. Camera. Nope. You think it needs move objects to be on? Oh. Oh, okay. So you think it is 9 and 0, I just need to have BB move objects. You looked it up. In the you're looking it up, did it say whether I needed move objects on? Where do we have a painting? We do have some paintings somewhere. Control 9 and 0 does nothing. Alt 9 and 0 does nothing. It needs move objects and then 9 and 0. That's very sad. Hold Alt while moving it around. Yeah, but that is fine for stuff like this. But for kind of doing fine movements and stuff for the stuff that like locks. What was the example? There was something specifically that we were trying to move to a specific. What was it we were doing? Because, I mean, yeah, like the alt thing obviously works. What was it we were trying to move? Quarter time. No. So it's trying to, like, once you have something selected it, move it up and down is the command that we're trying to find. So moving it up and down with keys rather than with the mouse and keyboard. There was some reason why I needed to be able to do that. And I wasn't sure if it was possible. It felt like something that was possible, and I thought I had seen it in a video, but I wasn't sure that I had seen it in a video. And then yesterday I scrolled past a video where someone was doing it with their keyboard. So I was like, it can be done. I just don't know how. Move objects and then 9 or 0. Oh, we've played without move objects this whole time. Oh, that's a good point. They might have been on console, to be fair. But there's several of you that says you can just do it with move objects now. And Faye looked it up. Apparently you can do it with move objects. Anyway, moving on. What do we... Why the curtain's gone weird? Okay. Is there anything else that we want doing in this house? I think we should put some paintings down But yeah, for all of you, is there anything that's standing out where you're thinking that needs sorting, or there needs to be something there? Anything of any description, hit me up. What are your thoughts? Chris Staffer. Hi. You followed me. Thank you. My red app notifications are notoriously bad. They often just don't come through. You don't think it's worth giving up on cheats? Not now. Yeah, we're so far into this no cheats thing. The hallway needs a picture. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? So I think there needs to be something here. Wait, the picture from here's vanished. Huh? I think a couple of the paintings have vanished, you know? Okay, definitely some of the paintings have vanished. Maybe the butler's stealing paintings again. Maybe we do need to move before we lose all our stuff. Exactly, Faye. Kleptomaniac butler. Okay, so one thing at a time. So let's find a painting for here. I think that fits the vibe. Okay, painting for the corridor feels like it should be this. Maybe this wall, and then something small there, maybe. But we want something dark. Perfect. That was nice and easy. And then we kind of use that. It's not the same, so we could use... I mean, maybe something just a little offset there might be nice. Just a little something. Or do we put something like that on the stairs? No, because Sims doesn't let you put stuff on stairs. Okay. I know you can change the style of furniture by selecting an object from the by section and switch styles by pressing plus and minus on your numpad. I don't have a numpad. Which flooring did you use in the hallway? It's called... Stop clicking. Limber Lumber Traditional Hardwoods. And this is a runner rug from the Vampire Pack. Okay. Paintings. Itchy nose. Okay, so I think we need a little something in this room. We need to put the filters back on. Oh. Base game is also, I think, needs to be included. Barely. Like subtle woods, probably more. No, I mean everything in that is black. I'm just brainstorming a little bit for a second. I'm not committing to that painting. I am just brainstorming a smidge. And that might be enough. I'm not crazy about that. The table's vanished. Why? Why is stuff just randomly vanishing? Okay. What table did we have there? Has it just gone into the inventory? Oh, look. All this stuff. Wait. Where did we have a sofa that's disappeared? What? Oh, so the... Sims. Not the interior vanishing. Yeah, it's fun. Okay. You're bad, you meant the flooring on the stairs. Oh, sorry. Flooring on the stairs. In this room? Like specifically the stairs or just here? So this is retro Edwardian tile, which is just part of the base game. Is that what you're after? 00R4Y00. What would you like me to call you? You think the stuff vanishing is a recent glitch. You have the same problem with stuff you've placed. Oh, I don't use BB Move objects. I don't use any cheats. Do you place a lot of items with Alt? I do. Yeah, so that would kind of line up with what Ray... I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say it's Ray. With what Ray's doing. How's stream been? Stream's been alright, thank you, Bella. How are you? Welcome. I was going to say welcome back, but I mean, I guess welcome back as in another stream, not as in you've already been here and you've left. How was work? Oh, there's less. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting about these weird Sims glitches. Do things in weirdly specific orders sometimes. Why is it now colliding? What? Oh, Sims. Sims just being Sims. Okay. Weathered Wonder Night Table. Where on earth was this? We've had a bunch of plants that have... Oh, so the plants have disappeared from... What? Why have the plants that were in the conservatory just randomly vanished? What is going on? We need a big pixel heart too, in your favorite color perhaps. We have... I think we might have a pixel heart on the Discord, but yeah, I need to work on that for the stream. Usually just stay with quarter tiles instead of alt, since phasing furniture over one another means it will be removed when any changes to the build happen. Wait, really? Is that a thing? Mads, I was unaware. Jazz has one. Yeah, I will work on it. We need to make a list of emotes that we need. So that I can actually start kind of working through some of it. So I think we had these in like, yeah, the kind of coppery colors. Oops. But yeah, so if I need to do it with quarter tiles, then we need to figure out if I can do the kind of quarter tiles thing. Because I'm not 100% convinced that we can. Where was this? Oh, wait, maybe this was up here. we had it like this. And then maybe we had like a little side table here. I don't remember. I don't know where this has come from. Just go check that the bedrooms have all got their... Yeah, the bedrooms. Where else would I have had that? Why didn't the emote show up? Which one? Jazz's one. Jazz's one did show up for me. Okay, right. So I think we've got everything placed back down. So, save. Maybe putting the trim on the house is what triggered all of that to vanish. Yep. So, what else do we want to do? Are there any other things that you guys think need doing to this build, or any things that you'd like to see in this build? I don't want to go too over the top. I think it's got some intrigue. It's got some stuff that's there. I think it's left enough space for people who want to kind of come in and customize it a little bit. I mean, there's lots of little bits and pieces that I'm not super happy with, but that's always going to be the case. You know, we could put up more art, but I don't want to put up too much. We're just inflating the price. Having kind of some art spread around the downstairs, I think, is nice. Yeah, there was definitely art here, for sure. There was art here that she had painted, and here, I think. And I think there was one here as well, because it was all like color matched. So the fact that they've randomly vanished is not ideal, because I think at least one of them was like a 3,000 painting. C'est la vie. Don't worry about the emo. It was just a glitch on your own. Okay. Noel reckons a telescope on the larger balcony. Which one's the larger balcony? The one at the top, or the one that's kind of halfway up? Would you be all right to show you the Edwardian tile? Trying to find it now. This one down here. Retro Edwardian tile. It looks... Oh, you can't really see it on vertical layout. It looks like this by default. It's in the tiles section, I think. No, it's not. It's in... Huh? Why is it not in the tile section? Oh, it is in the tile section. It looks like this by default. Blue and pink. That helpful? It's 4 simoleons. Hopefully that helps. You're welcome. Is it Ray, by the way? Is that your name? Is that how to pass programming? How to read your name? Okay, so you reckoned a telescope. Relatively easy to add. Oops. Oh, look, we could even add the one from the wolf pack. The werewolf pack. I have to shuffle stuff a little bit. Yeah, that's colliding with the door. So maybe if we do... Sorry about the noise. There you go, like that. How to... What? What did I say, Bella? You love that noise. I'm glad you like it and you're not frustrated. It is right. Okay. Hi, Ray. Okay. Shall we call it there then? In which case, save. And then how do I upload stuff to the gallery? Because oh, no. Don't want to add it to the gallery yet because there's just random cake on the side. I always forget that it keeps that sort of stuff. I need to go and dispose of the cake. Put away. Put away. Go get rid of the cake. Get rid of the mess. Clean up. Quick tidy up. Just make sure we've not left any dishes around. Just like selling a real house, right? Gotta leave it in a nice state. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh wait, she's still tidying up. Okay, now we're done. Pause. Save. How do you explain? Oh no, I'm aware of what passing means. As in, what did I say? You said, did I say how to pass? I'm aware of what passing is, Bella. You like the decor? Thank you, Nadine. How do I add this to the gallery? Is it in build mode? Forget every time. Save to my library, right? That's probably a good start. What are we going to call this? Me actually knowing a term is unheard of. Rude. Who lived here? I've forgotten our character's name. What generation was this? Oh, no, I didn't say how to pass. I said how to pass. Like, that wasn't me being very southern. Parse. Yeah, I was gonna either call it like Skylar's Manor or like we could just go with like Sky Manor. Malfoy Manor, classic. So you're the idiot. I mean, in all fairness, particularly as a British person, the difference between pass, and yeah, because I mean, PARSE and PASS are the same depending where you're from. I understand the confusion. Hello, Grande. Nice name. Hello, Dino Dinosaur. I'm alright, thank you. How are you? What do you think? So my default's just going to be Sky Manor, unless anybody's got a better suggestion. You're from Hampshire. I don't know where Hampshire is. Doesn't help. You're very sleepy tonight. Go get some sleep then, Dino. Sky Manor is cute. Okay, so we'll just call it Sky Manor. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 beds. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 bed, 4 bath. Right, now here's the question. Right, after losing her husband to unfriendly spirits, Skylar moved Skylar retreated to her own gothic abode. It's very unimaginative writing. That's what we're going with. Save lot to... No, wait. Do I just upload it straight to the gallery or do I save it to library? Can I do both? Have I just done the wrong thing? Save. Right, so this is saved. Ah, okay, right. I'm going to go take my break and we'll sort this when we come back. You can see I have made mistakes because we have elements of other packs in here that we shouldn't have. So we will fix those mistakes when I return. Make sure to tag it no CC and no cheats. I didn't know that I could do that. Or did you mean just adding that as like a part of the
Hydrate.
description. Hydrate, thank you. Down to the bottom. What was that in relevance to, Bella? Dino, you're back at work. Bridge creative tomorrow? What do you mean? You're going to bed about 9:30. I don't know what time zone you're in as to how that's relevant. I'll just use hashtags. Okay, got you. Ah, you're saying Hampshire is down south. Got you. Got you. For those that are new here, Chantal, thank you for the hydrate. For those that are new here, I take a 3-minute break every hour to refill my water and have a stretch. So we're going to do that. And then I will be back. Be back shortly. Hello all. Oh, I can turn the cat cam off. Arthur's taking a bit of a break. Ah, cam. Okay, there you go. Cat cam got desynced. Let me catch up on chats. Yes, changing your peep's skin color is broken at the moment, sadly. I think dyeing clothes. I think dyeing your hair and your eyes work. That might be it. Chantal, you're so glad you found these lives. They're so comforting, and the Discord people are so nice. They really are. The community is is the reason to be here, not me. Oh. It won't have taken your Pico. Yeah, the commands that don't work won't charge you. Yeah, I mean, okay, I occasionally have to rein you guys in. Your peep is close enough. Very excited that you got Christmas clothes. Nice. What were you saying? Almost 7 to Chantal. You always behave. You'd like to highlight that. Sure. Okay, get famous. What? Show used items. No. Okay. That's frustrating. Okay, we've also used one internal door wrong. Cats and dogs. What did we use? Oh, we've used a cats and dogs floor. Arthur. Okay, so the reason that I was going no is because this sunroom is like all of these pretty things are from a pack that we're not using in this build. Okay, so one of the floors is wrong somewhere. Where? Maybe upstairs? Huh? Am I being daft? I don't... Under the stairs. AMMYX, I'm not sure. Hi, how are you? Your sim painted... My sim painted paintings are from cats and dogs. Oh. Guess I'll have to get rid of those. Ooh. What is the marshmallow up to? He was causing chaos. He was throwing things off the window ledge. Hello, Isa Looney. How are you doing today? Are you doing like a challenge? This is just my legacy playthrough. We are just prepping the house for moving on. We are going to sell up and move to a new house. Where is this floor? I am so confused. We've apparently used a wood floor somewhere that's not allowed. But I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. Huh? Under the fridge. Nothing to change. You love the balcony. Thank you, Cami. Is it Cami? Kami? Kami? Sorry. Did I check the balcony floor? So the balcony floors are both using like tiles. Okay. We'll come back to that mistake. Is this the door? Right, so these doors are from Seasons. How did I make that mistake? Okay, that's fine. So we're just going to straight up replace those with these normal doors. Right, let's just get rid of one of these. And then have a look at some swatches. I don't know how I made that mistake. Feels like a very rookie mistake to have made. Hi Lefty, what's going on today? We are prepping this house for selling and moving on to our next house and our next project. But as per my rules, we try and stick to a certain... Oh, wait, that was the right door. No, wait, that is a different door. Yeah, we try and stick to a small number of packs in each build. So that it is easier for people to play, but it also helps us be a little bit more creative. And I have accidentally used a bunch of items from packs that I shouldn't have been using. So we are just correcting that. Me being an idiot. Turn. There you go. Yeah, I don't actually like that door as much, but needs must. What packs are you trying to stick with? We are trying to stick with Life and Death, Vampires, Werewolves, Realm of Magic. Said it right first. You can't have EA Kami. Is that right? 1, Kami. 2, Emmy. 3, Kami. Kami. It is Kami. Okay, sweet. Can you quit making it rain? is Fayar weather god? You've been in and out, Leah. Been on last stream, thank you. You're off to do someone's nails. No worries, enjoy. You'll have to post pictures of some of your nail tech stuff. Be interested to see. And now he just wanted to use the base game. So I mean the base game as well, but it's the kind of magic-y, surreal stuff. Oh, balcony is stunning, thank you. Do you still have to build the next one? Yeah, we don't even know where I'm moving to next yet. We've not got that far. Right, so I think that is all of those doors gone. That was one of the issues. We need to keep an eye out for this wrong wooden floor that's somewhere. I don't know if it's somewhere stupid like in the chimneys. I'm just going to replace the chimneys. Some wooden stairs. It's not the stairs. Yeah, so we have the wrong floor somewhere. But where is the question? Okay. And someone said that these are cats and dogs. So we will just sell them. We will just sell those paintings rather than trying to replace them. Okay, right. So I'm going to save this again and just save it to my library and then just check how we're going so far. Her power. That's her power and the Samly Bears. You got some fun ones coming up. You'll update you. Please do, Leah. Feeling your Wordle starter. Okay, so I'm just going to save to library. Overwrite. You want to buy a pack, but you don't know which one to get. What kind of thing are you after? Okay, so cats and dogs. There's still that flooring. I'm wondering if the flooring that we've got everywhere is cats and dogs and it's just messing up. Because that does look an awful lot like the one that we have everywhere. But so we need to do get famous. Yep, that's the sunroom. Dream home decorator. What have we done? Oh, okay. That's an easy one to fix as well. So we've not done too bad. Okay. So let's double check the floor. It's frustrating that it's not giving us the name. It does look like... Ah, so it's that one. It's remarkably similar. Sloppy paint. So we must have that somewhere. At least we know what it's called now. How do we find that? I mean, am I going to have to check every single tile? That's going to be painful. Turning off the grid might make it easier to see the flooring. Yeah. My suspicion is it's probably a single tile. And it's probably a single tile under something somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Nothing to change. Could you upload it? You can search as well. I'd rather upload a finished product, as it were. Maybe the thing to do is just to go over everything. Okay, well that didn't say nothing to change. That did. So maybe there was a tile missing here somewhere? It's really hard to see. Nothing to change. Again, that didn't say nothing to change. That didn't say nothing to change. I'm wondering, is it just arbitrary when it's saying nothing to change, do you think? Or do you think that is actually an indication of when it is and isn't doing something? There's a burnt tile there. I just noticed. Yeah, I mean, we've been over everything now. Who knows? Hey, listen is out of stock. Oh dear. It's also possible to disable packs. Using shift click fills the room. Yeah, but not if there's two different things going on. So if you've split the room into two different floorings and you use the shift click, does it not just fill the current thing that you're on? So if we've accidentally got two different things in a room, it's only going to fill the one that's already the right thing. Sag, hi. It's Sammy. Is that your name? Hi. How do you get your mods back after the update? I have never used Sims 4 mods, so I don't know. Sag, thank you for the follow. You think the green square is... You think the green square is the one that's wrong? I don't know. Because that implies that it's the one under the cooker. But Yeah, like if I click on it, it's showing it as being the same thing. I'm so confused. What, Faye? There was a square under the stairs on the second floor. It was, yeah, so I wondered if it was this. Because the squares under here are all also the right. What's that locking to? Where was that green tile? That's... Where is that? Where am I clicking? Outside. You're no longer talking to you. You'll just talk to yourself. Why? What did I do? What did I do, Faye? I was replacing all the floors. That's what I was doing. What have I missed? Yeah, I checked the square under the second lot of stairs. I'm so confused. Thank you, Maya and Ray, for helping in the clock chat. It's fine, let you yell. Okay. Okay, so that we might have fixed that by just spamming the wood all over the house. Maybe. Two things we need to fix. We need to fix these, which apparently are, yep, I thought they were part of the Raven pack. Yeah, apparently not. Let's find something new to put here. Life and death, vampires, realm, werewolves. Something tall and thin. Domestic vase. Can we have that in a darker shade? Yes, we can. We have a view. If nothing else, we are slowly getting towards this build being valid. Okay, sunroom is the next thing to do. I'm just going to save. Wait, when did you check if it was still there? If what was still there? Maybe it's gone now. Maybe what's gone now? I'm very confused. Big day for crate 1. I can't see the commands. Mads, in a way you place items as if they were with move objects. Yeah, I mean, we don't use cheats. That doesn't mean I can't use workarounds. The cats and dogs flooring showing up in the gallery. Maybe it's gone now. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe it is gone now. We've not checked. Again, we'll check in a sec. Yes, no cheats, no mods, no CC, so I can't use BB move objects. As frustrating as it is. Okay, so all of this needs replacing. It's frustrating, because I really liked that. Oh no, the pretty windows. I know. The damn's the rules. Don't ask, I don't know why I said it that way. What are we going to use in its place? Maybe let's start with the windows. And that might work. Should probably start with the diagonals, right? We could just go for this, or do we try and find one that's a bit more... Okay, why do we go for this? I think we can do it with this. Oh, that's so frustrating that they're not the same height. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. So I think this will work, right? And then you've got the door there. And here. And then here. I think that works. Probably change it to black, though. It's not as nice as the other one was, but it's close enough, right? Maybe a taller window. Or just really try and go for the greenhouse vibe. Is that what you mean? You used Get Famous in the gameplay. I did. This is true. But, I mean, we're allowed to use whatever gameplay we want. It's just that, good grief. Do we want floor to ceiling? It's... Yeah, it's the build that we have restrictions on. You want the floor to ceiling one? Okay. Can we get... Hack restrictions always resetting themselves? Very frustrating. Hi, Arthur. Hey, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, it's so scratchy. Oh, he wants some butt scratches. Oh, butt scratches. I had the butt scratches. Okay. Now he's had enough. Yes, when you talk about him being a little floof, right? A little floof. Bear in mind he's barely over a year. He's not a little floof. He's telling me I'm working overtime. He's still little for him. But yes, he may well get larger. So what window, if we're using those, what window are we going to use in the single window gap? I mean, the alternative is we just go for a more modern one. Because we don't really have... We don't have any taller options aside from the, like, full ones. I mean, we could do that. And then, like, kind of leave the bottom section, right? That'd be nice. Hair is a delicacy is what we have to tell ourselves because of how much we use. How much we use, how much we eat. What are we thinking about these single windows? I feel like we maybe need to work backwards from that. There's these ones. That takes up quite a lot. Oh, I'd forgotten about these ones. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do we want to move back and use these ones? What's the difference between these two? Okay, that is just a taller one. Do you want to use these ones? Move it to being... maybe weathered brown rather than weathered black. One sec, let me just try this. Is there another one? No. Okay, so it's just got to be these ones. So... like this. And then do we have an equivalent door? Let's filter to find out. No equivalent door. Just like breathe. Why do Sims do this? Why Sims? Why you do us like this? I cry. It's so frustrating when they don't, like, do complete sets. Just pick a door that matches enough. Yeah. Which is gonna be a challenge. I mean, maybe we move to the shorter windows and we just go for the kind of modern... Oh, it's a sliding door. Maybe not. Oh, rainbow door. Presume it's one-sided. Yeah. Ugh. That's very frustrating. Okay. If we go with this door in dark brown. Okay, no, we go for this door in black. Oh, it looks insane. Why is it not even... Is it just me or is it not appearing in the Windows thing now? Oh, there's one of them. Okay, that is the shorter one. What if we move to this one instead? Can't intersect other... Because it can't intersect with the plants. The windows were fine, but the door is bad. Yeah, but there's not really a better door is the problem. Don't you have a better door? I mean, we have better doors, but a better door that's part of the right packs? Because we've got like this, but it kind of looks insane. The mega double door grand, you reckon? Just like this. I feel like if we do this, we maybe need to change the outside though, because it feels weird having this like white wood here if we've then got this kind of vibe. So I mean, maybe even just for this section, if we change to a different color or a different material. Or do a smaller door. A glass door would be best. Yeah, and like, I know it would be. But the doors that we... the doors that we can use... One sec. The doors that we can use that are the right size... that are glass are like this. I mean, I guess maybe... So if we put this in black, it might not be the worst thing ever. It's just very modern by comparison. But so what I'm thinking is if we have something like that, right? And then we go for... Let's see this on a wall. Yeah, and we go for something like that and then do like... Nope. We change all this siding to be black. Like that. I don't like it. Do we just leave it like this? If this camera could stop moving, that would be fabulous. Okay. As an alternative, we could change it to white. Is that 2 different shades of white? We could change it to being white. Don't think that matches then. White and grey? White and a slightly darker grey? There isn't a slightly darker grey. It's frustrating. What do you think, black or white? The door in white is giving grocery store. That's fair. What about white windows and a black door? It's giving Lidl. No. Do you think it back to all being in black? Are the windows clipping into the balcony? Yes. Why did you have to point it out? Now I can't not notice it. Right, I will have a play and try and fix this in my own time. I need to close up my stream. I need to go and have a rest. For those of you, hi Talitha, hi Maisie. Sorry for not replying. I got kind of locked up in that. Those who are new here, I stream Monday through Friday from 4 till 7. It's 7:15 now, which is why I need to go and stop. You can find on my social media links in my link tree below. So yeah, I'll be streaming same time tomorrow. And of course, I'll be in my Discord and stuff. This music is all mine. You can find me online. I have a little game. You can also find Brunhilde or Skilda. Hi, thank you for the follow. For those of you who are on the Purple app, we are going to raid the lovely Jazz, who is a Sims YouTuber and TikToker, and has been getting into Twitch for about a year now. I think it's her affiliate anniversary today, or affiliate anniversary, or whatever they called it earlier. And I think she's doing a little bit of Phasmophobia and then some silly games like Crash Bandicoot, stuff like that. If it's your vibe, great, stick around, say hi. If it's not your vibe, that's absolutely okay. You don't have to come across. Just trying to spread the love around. Yeah, so if you want to stay, feel free. Otherwise, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I will see some of you wonderful people again tomorrow. Until next time, bye for now.
Yo, BS. Nice, that's what I like to